Now I've got our supply chain built. Let's understand how we start adding properties to our nodes, which help us understand about the time it takes for information to flow through this supply chain and how much that might cost. Now, of course, from the perspective of the hotel, this supply chain has no business as usual cost. The customer is using the website, which has been pre-built, in order to book their room. But if we consider the customer might be the PA inside another organization, that person has a cost. Therefore, there is a cost to that business in using your website in order to book a room. So for the purposes of this exercise, we're going to consider that the customer does indeed have a cost, and we're going to consider that to be $40 per hour. This is a burdened hourly rate, so their salary plus all of their overheads. I want to add that hourly rate for the customer in each of my customer nodes. So the easiest way of doing that is we open the search panel, we select all of the customers by holding shift down on our keyboard and clicking the top and the last customer record, and then typing the value, the hourly rate into the properties dialog. So that's all of our people carrying their cost. Now, each of these actions that they perform has a duration and a frequency. So we provide a calculator for you to be able to enter these numbers. So we have to think about how long it takes and how often this happens for each of the actions that appear in our supply chain. So inputting the stay requirements, this is where I enter the details of my stay into the website. We're going to think of this as a single transaction. How much would it cost in order for a single booking to be made? Because then we can use that as a multiplier to understand yearly the total cost of people using this information to support this business outcome. So I'm going to say that if I'm inputting my stay requirements onto a hotel website, that typically would take me at most 2 minutes. And we're going to say this just happens once a year. With that information associated with the customer hourly rate, we are told that the cost is $1.33 to input the stay requirements into the website. So searching for availability, same thing here. What's the duration and frequency? So when I am provided with an opportunity to search through things, that's only going to take me a minute at the most. So 1 minute. And then the next action, selecting a room. This might take me a bit longer because I have a number of rooms I want to look through. I want to look at the bed configuration, whether there's a kitchen, how big the lounge is, etc. So that might take me a couple of minutes, again, once a year. And finally, the payment through the payment gateway. Well, these days, this is really quick. I might have to type my credit card details in, go and find my credit card because I haven't got it in my wallet. So we'll put that down as a minute at most, again, happening once a year. Say, OK. Right, I'm just going to hit save. So we have now, right, put a name in, call this hotel booking, save. We've now captured all of the details that we need, and when we select the value link set that contains all of these nodes, the aggregated cost of booking a room through this process is $4 per transaction. So that process of thinking about the burdened hourly rate of the person performing the action and the duration and the frequency of the action that is being undertaken will give us the cost of any individual action within our supply chain, and that will be aggregated up into these value blocks, and we'll discuss value in a little while. So I hope that now sets you on your way to start thinking about the processes that you want to model from an information perspective in your organization, and being able then to calculate the cost of enabling the flow of information through that supply chain. We're going to build on this in the next video.